Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today our matter requires that we shoot this video in the car, and it is because trying to shoot a video in the house right now is like trying to find a pin in a sack bag full of different kinds of sense. Like, my kids are not just going to allow me to shoot this video in the, like, if I decide to shoot this video in the house, it's like I'm just trying to do the impossible, mission impossible. So I was just like, let me just go into the car and just shoot this. And this video is just all about there's a testimony, guys, that I've been keeping from you, and I just decided to share with you in this video. And the reason I've been keeping, it's not like I've been keeping, it's just like I've not had time. If you look at my channel, I've been doing more of shorts than my regular YouTube videos, and it's because I've been very, very busy with, I'll tell you right away. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Christy and this is Christy's Pause. In case you're seeing this face for the first time, this is Christy's Pause, and on this channel I film content about faith, and I live stay in Saskatoon, Canada, as I don't know if I should call us new immigrants again. Guys, you think we are still new immigrants? We'll soon be 1 year in this place, so we're still new immigrants. I just share with you our processes, our lives here, our experiences, and I also share with you my experiences as a Christian, my journey, and all the good stuff. And sometimes I even share with you the new things I learned how to cook. I think I've even made a video of something I was doing as I was cooking. The thing did not form very well. This channel is just a fun place to be, and I know you would like to be here. So you may want to click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss anything. In case you're returning to Pause, thank you for being amazing. Thank you for returning again. I appreciate you so much, so much, so much. Thank you. So there's this testimony I've been keeping from you guys, and it's also like I've been intentionally keeping it. I've not just had time to sit down and shoot a video. And the testimony is bam, guys, I got a new job.
Wow.
Guys, I got a new job. And if you watched my video on there was a video I made on I'm looking for a new job. I'll leave the link somewhere. If you watched my video and you said a word of prayer for me in that video, even if you did not type it, even if it is in your mind, even for those that typed, I want to say thank you for your prayers. Thank you for, I don't take any word of prayer for granted. Thank you so much. I got a job, guys. And the reason I decided to share this is not just to tell you I got a new job. It's just to share with you the processes. And I think, when I was thinking about this, I think I thought somebody would learn a thing or two from sharing the process of me getting this new job. And that is what I want to share in this video. So before I go ahead, I'll just do a flashback to last year, November. That's November 2021. There was this job I applied to in November 2021. We came in October, the last day in October, so November was just like our first months of starting life here. And then in November 2021, it was like a massive sending out of applications and all that. So there was this particular job that was actually one of those I sent out application for, and I also got a request for interview. Like, I was called for interview. And once you get to that stage of being called for interview, you just feel like, okay, it seems like at least there's something in your resume that's that interested the interviewer, so there might be a chance or more than a chance for you. So it was one of those jobs I had high hopes for. And I should also tell you why I applied for that job. One of the reasons I applied for that job was because I was also trying to find my path in another field that is different from banking. So this particular job was not in banking, it was in agriculture. And I studied agriculture. In case you have, I think in one of my videos I definitely must have mentioned that I studied agriculture. So it was just like it was in agriculture field. And one of the fears I had was that I did not have experience in any agriculture field. Zero experience, zilch, nothing, nada. And I just applied with, well, let's just see how this goes. And so I got interview and I was like, okay, maybe it was my education that they saw or something must have attracted them. But I also know that in Canada, they are big on work experiences, even if it is not work, like maybe even as a volunteer, maybe you volunteered in something, maybe you were an intern somewhere. They like you have an experience working somewhere. So I just applied to that job in good faith, like let's just see how this goes. And guys, it did not go anywhere. It did not go anything. Nothing happened. No. So after in fact, after the interview, I felt I think I did well in this interview. I felt I did well from my perspective of someone that just came in, and I've had, as at that time, I've had a few interviews. In fact, this interview, I actually got mentors, people that had worked in that company, you know, kind of gave me, they kind of gave me some tips, you know, things I should read up on, questions I should prepare for and all that. So after the interview, I was like, it's like this job, it's like we are acing it, it's like we are getting it. And not long after that, I also had my, you know, the bank work I was doing, I also had that interview. And it was like around the same time that I had interviews for both jobs. But my bank job, you know, not quite long, they sent me a letter saying I passed the interview, and they gave me offer letter and all that. And I kept waiting for this other one. Oh, yeah, how far? They will respond though. I think the interview was in December. I applied in November. The interview was in December. In January, I got a letter saying, sorry, the process is taking longer than we thought, but you are still being, what's the English I'm looking for? You are still being considered. You are still being considered for this role, but we are sorry the process is taking longer. I said, okay. It's like the thing is still ongoing. No, I think it was in February. But before February, I was actually praying and I asked God about, you know, how me and God we talk now. I was like, God, how far this job now? Is it going to happen? Maybe it's not going to happen. And the reason I went to God to ask that question was because as at then, I'd already started thinking of there's this exam I'm supposed to write if I want to continue my career in banking. There's this exam I'm supposed to write. It's a mutual funds exam, and I was like, should I just write this exam and just move on with banking? Of course, banking cannot be as stressful as it is in Nigeria, so maybe I should just, you know, continue with my banking career and just move on, you know. And I was like, God, what is the way? Should I just go and write this exam and just, you know, do my thing? And, you know, that was why I decided to ask, because I felt let us know the way. Time is already going, and this is not where I want to be. It's just something I want to, you know, just somewhere to start, not where it's just somewhere to start, not where I want to end up. So I was like, should I write the exam? And I didn't actually get, like, as when I prayed, I didn't get like this straightforward, write the exam, don't write the exam. So I was just like, okay. So I started reading for the exam. But on the other hand, I was asking, this other interview I went for, this other interview, like, it was not went for. This other interview, it was a Zoom interview. This other interview, how far? They've not responded. Is it going to happen? Like, and the response I got was, it is, even if it was going to happen, it was not going to happen then. Like, not with that interview. That even if the way I got the response was, even if you are going to work there, it is not now. I said, okay, it is not now. Even if, so it was like, you might work there and you might not work there. It wasn't a straightforward answer, but that answer kind of let me know that the process was not going to end in them saying I was offered the job. So I had taken my mind off it. So in February, I got a letter saying, thank you, we appreciate your time, thank you for waiting, you were very clinical, something good candidate, we appreciated your but we are sorry, we are moving on. I was not so sad because I already knew that God said even if it was going to happen, it was not going to happen then. So when I saw the letter, I was just like, okay, let's move on. And I started reading for the exam I was supposed to write to, you know, to continue my career in banking. But I just knew, I enjoyed reading the book actually, but I just knew that, you know, like when you enjoy reading, it was like I was reading and I was understanding what I was reading and it was interesting to me. But I just felt like I didn't feel, as interesting as it was, I didn't feel like I should continue reading. I don't know if that makes any sense. So at some points, even though it was interesting, I just dropped, the notes on the course and all that. So I just dropped it and I didn't continue reading. So at that time, when that video I made when I said I was looking for a job, I think I was about 3 months or 4 months gone into my customer service job in the bank, and I was just feeling this unrest. Like, I wasn't feeling, some things happened that made me feel, whoa. It was not, I would like to say some things happened like that. I would just say I was not feeling settled. I was not feeling like this was where I was going to build a career. I just had that feeling at the back of my mind, and I was just like, I think it's time to just move on and look for something else. Even if it was going to be in banking, let me look for something else apart from customer service. And I knew that it's possible, in case you ask the question in your mind, because nobody asked me in the comments. I said that customer service is like a place to start for some people and all that. A place to start and all that. And in that video I made, I was looking for a job. I still said I was looking for a customer service job. Somebody will have felt, customer service job again. Is it like this guy just like to do customer service? So the reason I was looking for a customer service job in that video was because I was looking for customer service jobs in agriculture field, somewhere to start up my agriculture experience. Because like I said earlier, agriculture experience, zero, nada, nothing, like no experience in agriculture. And I know that they are big on that. In fact, from the video you saw that there were even some job ads that required that I had experience in the field. There was one that said 5 years of progressively kideko experience. So they are big on work experience. So I was just like trying to, do what I could to still search, even though it looked like they needed experience. So while I was searching that day, at some point, my battery went off. So I didn't finish filming my searching process. So at some point, I saw that company I applied to, that they said we are moving on in February. I saw that they were looking for customer service. Again, it was a customer service role I applied to then, and I saw they were looking for customer service again. And I just felt the leading to apply. The normal curiosity that I know, I felt, these people that said no the other time, has anything changed? Have I gained experience in agriculture? Nothing has changed to make them say, okay, we rejected your application that time. Normally we will have said, why will I want to set myself up for disappointment? But I just felt led. It was not, honestly, guys, I know God did not tell me, oh yeah, apply. I just felt like, these people are looking for customer service person again. Let me apply. So I did not pray about it. I didn't, as I saw it, I did not say, Father Lord, should I? I did not do it. I didn't pray. I didn't ask God. I just felt, okay, they are looking for customer service again. Let me apply. And then I applied. And then as I applied, I was like, let's just see what will happen. These people, I'll not leave you alone. As in, I don't know. It was just like, let me apply and see what happens. And then I applied. And I think about 2 weeks later or thereabouts, I got a mail saying I was invited for interview. I was like, Shebi is the same interview they invited me for the last time that nothing happened. We'll go for the interview and see. And fortunately for me, the date of the interview was on a day when I was off at my then present work. So I was just like, opportunity. So I'll just use my off day for this interview. And the interview, guys, let me tell you, the interview, I felt like I didn't do well, honestly. And I'm not trying to psych anybody. I felt like I didn't do well in that interview. And one of the reasons I felt I didn't do well was because they didn't ask this in the first interview, and they rejected me. In this second interview, they asked if I have experience in agriculture. I said, no, I don't have. There was this application they asked if I know how to use. Like, I think it was a new application that they started using at the company. And they needed people that knows how to use the application already, just so they will reduce their training time. Yeah, the time they will use to train new people They asked if I know how to use the application. I was like, I've never heard of that application in my life. But one thing I can say for myself is that, like, even if they ask my present boss, that one thing my boss will tell them is I am a fast learner. So whatever it is, even though I don't know how to use it, I will learn very fast. So they were like, okay. So they asked other questions like, why do I want to move from banking into agriculture, seeing that I don't have experience in agriculture and all that. I tried to say all the things I can say, but in my mind I was like, there goes this job again. So after the interview, I was just like, let me drink water and mind my business. This job ain't happening. So I just, continue living my life, because it wasn't like I had any hopes. It wasn't like I felt, if I heard God saying, applied for this job, I would have said, anything that happens, so it is God that said I should apply, I will get it. Or if I had prayed and I got, none of that happened. So after the interview, I was just like, this is another interview experience. How you just feel like the interview you went for was just for you to gain experience in going for interview. That was how I felt after the interview, like just another experience to gain in doing interviews. Surprisingly, guys, surprisingly, I think 2 weeks later, or 1 or 3 weeks, less than a month, I got another mail saying, provide 3 references. Guys! And at that, from my experience so far in my how many months of being here, I know that when you get to the point where employers are asking you to provide references, it's like, that's like the final stage. That's like the final stage. Like, they are okay with every other thing. They are okay with your interview. They are okay with everything. The only thing they want now is people you have worked with in times past that will tell them about your kind of person, your attitude, or your soft skills, how you relate well with people and all that. People that had worked with you in times past. And of course, guys, will you go and now give them somebody that will say you're a bad person? Will you? Of course, I'm not a bad person. Nobody will you say me if I say you should come and do referee for me. Will you say me bad? So, guys, at that point, I knew referee. If they're asking me for reference, it's like a done deal. And I was shocked. I was actually shocked, because that was not the end result I was expecting. The interview made me feel like, the feeling I had after the interview was like I didn't do well, and it was not going to end in me getting the job. So when they asked for references, I was elated, I was excited, and then I provided the references, and I think not long after, 1 week, 2 weeks, I got a call saying you've been offered the job. These are the terms and conditions. We just want to know whether you are okay with it before we send you a mail. And I said, send me the mail first. Let me see it. Let me read the offer. I don't want verbal something. I want to read it. Let me read what you're offering. And when I said, I was like, okay. I asked other people's opinion about the offer. What did they think and all that? And I got the go ahead to, move on and say, okay, I accept your offer. And when I started, I actually, I didn't ask God why I didn't get it the first time, because I was like, He knows best. But when I started the job, I knew why I had to start when I started. So this, how I had enjoyed taking the bus to my previous work. This particular place, bus did not reach there. Guys, bus, when I try using, there's this app I use to get which bus will I take, which number, there's a number on the buses, which number will I take to get to a particular place. When I inputted the address of this new place of work, they say bus cannot get there. Like, it's outside the coverage of, public transport. And remember, guys, that I just shared with you that I just went to, I just passed my, my driver's, my road tests. So imagine I had not passed the test that time last year. In fact, as at then, did we have a car? In December, I think we had our car in December. Did we have a car in December? I'm not even sure we had gotten our car in December. So imagine that I got the job when we didn't have a car. I didn't know how to drive. What else? How will I be going to work? How will I be getting to work? Will I have had to, the boss cannot get there. Will I be eating right? I don't know who is working there. How will I be going to work? So sometimes, and this video is just to say, sometimes when some things are not working the way we want, it's just because we cannot see the bigger picture. That's just it. Sometimes it's because we can't see the bigger picture. We can't see where God is taking this to. We can't see why others seems to be getting something we also want and others are getting and we are not getting it. It could be because we are not prepared to get that blessing. Like I was not prepared. If I had gotten that job last year, December, I was not prepared. I was not prepared to, I could not have been I couldn't drive to work. I couldn't have been driving to work. If I had gone to do the road test, that was in December, snow was falling, everywhere was filled with snow. Maybe I would have written the road test and failed because I would have had to do it in a hurry. As in, when I started the job, I just saw how God was just being deliberate about even the simplest of things, as simple as it was getting me ready to be able to get to work. It was getting me ready to be, yes. It was getting me ready to be able to, be what's it called? What's the English I'm looking for? It was getting me ready to be capable of getting myself to work. If I'd gotten the job at that time, maybe I would have sent them a mail to say, I'm sorry, I cannot take the job right now because I am not mobile. And that would have even made me feel like, I don't know, I would have had to rush things. I would have had to, make some mistakes that were not necessary. So that few months, and one other thing I'm grateful for is, as God was getting me ready for this job, He did not leave me like, there was no other thing until I was ready for this one. He did not provide. He provided me with another thing to be doing while I was waiting for this one. So I just want to encourage you that in case there's something that is not working out in your life right now, and you don't know where God is taking it to, you don't know why, I just want you to trust God that He's working everything out together for your good. Whatever, everything, like every simple thing, even as simple as get me ready to, as in, that blew my mind, actually, guys. That blew my mind. Like, God is interested in every simple thing. He wants you to be comfortable. So even if you are not comfortable in your heart right now because of the pain you are feeling for something you missed that you felt you should have gotten, just know that God is working something out. He's working it out. Like, He worked this out for me. So guys, no more taking bus to office. I have to drive now. Like, if I have to go to work, I have to drive. Like, bus cannot get here. So that's a testimony, guys, that I want to share with you. I hope it encouraged somebody. And another thing I think this also encouraged some people I've shared with offline is that there are some jobs that you feel like once you applied once and you didn't get it, you cannot apply again. Like, my own testimony says that is not true. In case you were rejected the first time, you can apply again. And in case you still feel like you want to be there, you can apply again. They don't used to charge somebody for They don't use to charge somebody for applying for a job. There's no charge. There's no fee. There's no... They will not say come and pay because you have applied before and you're applying again. So if you feel like there's a place you actually want to work and you've applied before, you did not get the job and you still feel like it's a place you want to be, you can apply again. Nothing stops you from applying again and, just trusting God with the whole process. I hope this encouraged somebody. Thanks for watching my video. Until we see you in the next one, have a beautiful life, and remember to click on the subscribe button in case you haven't. And in case you like this video, any part of this video at all, any part, even if it's just the person that did it or the fact that she had to come and do it in the car, hit the like button, just hit the like button. And in case you know somebody that will benefit from watching this, please click on the share button. Thanks, guys. Until we see you in the next video, have a beautiful life. Bye.